Today, I am blessed to visit one of the young person actually who happens to be a farmer, and she's doing maize. She's having over 10 acres of maize. And so, standing right here in the middle of maize garden, which is almost 10 acres, I want to try to do something for you today. I know you might be asking yourself that how much does it really cost to produce maize of 1 acre? Maize actually happens to be one of the crops that is most commonly grown in northern Uganda. And actually maize performs so well in northern Uganda here. Why? Because of some other factors. One is we still have fertile land, fertile soil right here in the heart of northern Uganda. And today I am in Omoro district in Bobe sub-county, somewhere called Lela Obaro. Now, as a farmer or someone who is planning to do maize this coming season, in northern Uganda we have about 2 seasons, and there is a season that starts from March, which is first season. Then we have the second season that normally starts around July, August there. So if you want to do maize farming, or you want to grow maize, and I'm going to just do a breakdown of 1 acre only. I want to give you the budget of 1 acre. So if you want to do more than that, you can see how to calculate. So this is how we are going to do it. If you are planning to grow maize, one thing, of course, you have to put in mind is you have to have your land or your garden ready. And if you don't have the garden ready, what do? Normally, you list it. There are people who can give you land, then you pay them some amount of money to use their land. So you can either lease your land for 1 season or lease it for maybe 2 seasons, wherever you want, according to your resources and the budget. So leasing land, where I am right now, normally they give a good land, they will give you at 100,000 Uganda shilling, that's per season, a very good and fertile land, which will produce for you quality maize, for example, if you're doing maize. So let's say you already have your land, you have your garden. What next? That is where we come to garden preparation. And there are 2 ways to prepare your garden, which is most recommended by me and also by this young lady that I came to visit today. Now, cleaning your garden, one, you can start by slashing it, which will go for around 30,000 Uganda shilling. And after slashing, you can bring in the ox plow. Ox plow is most recommended because there's a way it does it in a very perfect way. So instead of just bringing people to do with their oar, it is most recommended that you bring the ox plow. Now, how much does ox plow do? They normally charge 90,000 Uganda shilling per acre. So you need to put that budget aside. Then after that, of course, you have to know that whenever your garden is ready, you are planning to plant maize, and that is where the seedling bit of it comes in. How much is the seedlings? Depending on the variety you want to do, because apparently there is a lot of varieties of maize. There's D777, D30 what. There's quite a lot. You can always go and find out from your agro shops near you. But there's a lot of varieties. But most, like the varieties that you're seeing right here, costed around 40,000 per bag. There's a specific bag for it. So now to plant 1 acre, you need like 2, which will go for around 80,000. So you need 2 bags of that seedlings, which will be 80,000 Uganda shilling. That is for the seedlings. And after that, when you are going to plant your thing, Let's say you're not going to do any work, you want to work with people. Planting seeds in the garden, people can normally do it for you at around 60,000 Uganda shilling. That is for 1 acre. So you need to also set that budget aside. And the most important thing that if you make this mistake, you're not going to get good harvest. Maize, you have to weed it 2 times. So weeding maize, first weeding, you have to do it like after germination, you give it like 2-3 weeks, then you weed it. And weeding normally will go for around 90,000 Uganda shilling. That is first weeding. So you have to multiply that by 2. So 90 for the first weeding, then another 90,000 for the second weeding. And let's say you've planted your maize, you've done the weeding, and your maize has come quality and good. That is where we come to the harvesting bit of it. I'm assuming you're not going to do things by your own, so you want to use money. Harvesting or removing your maize from the garden once it's now ready, that will cost you around 60,000 Uganda shilling per acre. And of course, remember, we are talking about 1 acre. So that is what you have to know basically about planting maize in 1 acre. So if you were to total this thing that I've just said, it will come to around 600,000 Uganda shilling.